week, I'm now recording, by the way. The audio was feeding back from when other people were speaking. It was recording both from the direct audio as well as from the speaker, so there was an echo. But I dropped the agenda for today's town hall in the general chat, so I'll be going through that today. Looks like Rogueleader is grabbing a customer call, so hopefully I'll be back in a minute. Yep, there he is. What else? Craig Bot. Kayla, what up? Alright, we're just getting started here. I am actually going to invite Craigbot. See if
StackingSmiles.
Let's see, I don't know if Caleb's able to speak right now, but you're unmuted.
Nope, still can't hear you, bro.
Alright, well, Caleb, we're having some audio issues. Can't hear you. Yeah, trying to rejoin. That might the old turn it off, turn it on again trick. Alright, let me like and retweet this Genome DAO Town Hall. Cool, got him back up here. Alright, well, let's dive in. I hope everyone's having a good morning so far. Again, drop the agenda in the general chat, so I'll go ahead and start running through that. Yeah, we've got a bunch of new people joining the server. It's pretty stoked and awesome to see that. Last week we had a bunch of joins when the town hall went out. I think it was probably because of the POAP, but hey, more people is a good thing. But this week, yeah, it was just a couple people trickling in. Last night I was having a good chat with Fear Fighter. Said he might be inviting a couple more people over. So yeah, that is great. I think that is one of the main goals right now, is to continue growing this community. So awesome! Thank you all for showing up today. And yeah, let's dive in. Still can't hear Caleb. He's trying again. All right, so let me pull up the notes from last week. So, actually I don't even have them in here. Okay, it's just the transcription. So over to general chat. I did drop them there last week as well. I've got a lot of stuff going on. There was an announcements, actually. My apologies. Okay, so the last week we discussed basically just the value and ethics of the group, or the mission of the group. Getting ownership in the hands of the right people, which means all the way tracing it all the way back down the line to include groups, indigenous native groups who are we're shepherding some of these cannabis genetics for the past however who knows how long. But yeah, we basically have been also reaching out to a bunch of different groups, trying to form partnerships and get more people involved with the DAO, reaching out, getting funding, and starting to build stuff. So build the marketplace and potentially also a decentralized or community-owned seed bank. So yeah, this week on the agenda, following up on a few of those things, just wanted to get some updates about what's been happening on the server and in the project in general. So yeah, the weekly events, moving right on down the list, already on at number 3. Weekly events, I've added SeshBot to the server. I'm happy to provide a little tutorial on that, but it's pretty easy. You just type !create, and then you type the name of the event that you want to create, and it'll create an event. If you say you want to create Cannabis Genome DAO Town Hall on Thursday at 10 a.m., you just literally type that in, and it will create the event for you. You can also visit the Sesh website, and any members have access to that, so everyone on this call should have access to that. And yeah, we can basically, I've been just issuing members the role to different people. I issued it to a bunch of people after the call last week. Pretty much anyone who has I've spoken to directly personally, or has participated in the call, or I've known from other communities, and has at least gotten the guest pass or something, and sort of participated. Bar membership's pretty low at this point, but I think we need it to be to get more people in. But yeah, we can adjust that and talk more about that. And if anyone has comments on things like that going forward, but that's always an open discussion. How do we sort of manage and organize membership and different roles, especially in the Discord server when it comes to, organizing our communication. So I reorganized the server itself, gave it a little facelift, and basically now it always has been 3 main chat categories, but those are now at the top. So there's the welcome section, there's the general section, the category in the server, and then there's the cultivation corner, there's show me the data, and there's the analyst alley. So those 3 different sort of categories of chat, the cultivation, data, and analysis, I think form the basis of the kind of conversation we want to foster in the DAO. But again, feel free to chime in. This is open discussion. And then the guilds, which is for projects and actually promoting the DAO, building the DAO, managing the DAO, and the products that we create, which right now include the marketplace and potentially this decentralized seed bank. And so Discord got a big update, and Notion got a big update. So I tried to make Notion more reflective of the server itself. So the main Notion page for the Cannabis Genome DAO now has to-do lists that are kind of a little bit more in alignment with the guilds, but still there's still a little disconnect there. But as the Notion gets filled out more and more people start participating, I think that that'll take its own life on. So I added some more information to some of the to-do lists on Notion, like the grants. I added the links to the actual grants in progress, the proposals for Ocean DAO and Gitcoin, which we'll get to in a second more on Ocean DAO. There's been a lot of progress there. I want to kind of slow down and let anybody else chime in about stuff yet.
Can you guys hear me now?
There we go. Welcome. How's it going?
Yay. Sorry about that. I was having technical difficulties. I guess my internet is I'm taxing my amount of bandwidth with what I'm doing over here right now, I guess. So it's great to be here, and thanks Elijah for putting this all together, and just super excited to hear of the news. I'm not sure if I'm going to be going to East Denver now or not, but yeah, I'm excited that you're going. And I guess I'm wondering how I would join a guild or be able to kind of participate more. I do have some technical stuff that I've been working on at a Allele group for quite some time that is in service to the cannabis genome, and I'd like to maybe have a conversation with you about how we can work together, Elijah, and just with the group.
Right on. I would love to hear more about what's going on with the Allele group. In terms of joining guilds are open to all. So all you need to do is just scroll down in the server to the guilds category, and then there's a channel called Join a Guild. So you should be able to, actually let me clean that up a little bit. I was talking with Fear Fighter in there last night. Delete my message, delete his. Yeah, we can just have that be available for guild selecting only. But in that channel, the first message should be a pinned message, and that has descriptions of the guilds, and you can just react on that post, and you should have that guild tag added, that role added to your profile, as well as a new channel open up in that category. Does that answer your
Okay, so
question?
you're saying that I need to basically just react to it, or and then follow. It basically says follow to get this channel updated into your own server is what I get.
Oh, that's interesting. So it shouldn't. Which guild was that you were adding?
It's join a guild is where I'm in,
Right.
and then um, oh, okay, and then I basically with the emoji, then I select the guild that I want to join. Is that how it works?
Right. Right. Exactly.
Okay, cool. And then there, I can join all of them if there's no limit, I guess.
There is no limit. So yeah, I'm
Uh,
actually. I don't think I set it up yet, but there is. I added an emoji at the bottom with a green heart. So let's go.
okay.
I'm going to go ahead and add that.
Yeah, give me everything.
Give me everything.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and update that because I didn't update that with the bot, so that it will actually
Okay.
do it. But I'm gonna do that right now.
Oh, I like it. Yay. I'm a green heart. That's actually one of my Discord name servers is green heart. So
Nice.
yeah, I like that.
Cool. So yeah, I'll say that's for joining all guilds. And yeah, guilds are still in formation. Obviously, we're still a small group at this point, but I think hopefully that excuse me, hopefully that will be a way to coordinate people on specific areas of interest, and then within those guilds, different projects can be or can arise or be managed within each respective discipline or area of interest, and tried to make it not too many, not too overwhelming to the start, but also still have enough that it would break up the things into a logical sort of grouping. Cool, great question. So let me actually take some notes here, make sure we're recording all this. Turn into bulleted list. So to join a guild, just visit the channel. Cool. What else are we on to? So yeah, try to make it the Discord as hopefully as friendly, but also as useful as possible to hopefully everybody that we're going to be attracting into this community and working with. So if there's any feedback, suggestions, things aren't working right, definitely please always bring that up. Let me know, or Rogueleader's been helping out and starting to get involved with some of the ops and management stuff as well. So yeah, I guess that gets into the working session number one, the meeting from yesterday. Um, and so that I've just added those couple of other standing uh, event times to the calendar each week. And so Monday there'll be the jam, Wednesday there'll be the work session, and just trying to make it so that I have some time on the calendar officially every week to be in the DAO, hanging out, dedicating it to progressing projects. So feel free to join in. Those are your open sessions, and just just kind of free flowing, figure out stuff as we go. So we had one yesterday, and it was me and Rogueleader sort of just jamming on stuff. And obviously one of the main things right now is just recruiting developers and people into the DAO who can help us build and grow this community. Formalizing partnerships. So I've been talking to a bunch of people. A lot of behind the scenes. I've kind of reported this as much as I can, but things are moving quick. So Near Protocol, Near Foundation actually is already given us a grant. So that is a partnership in that has already been established. They want us to build on Near, and as soon as if we announce that, then I think we could say that that's a formal partnership we can put on the website. CannaDAO is another group that is built that is a DAO, Cannabis DAO on Near. So they are more grower community focused and trying to get people involved with or interested in learning about cultivation, but want to work with us as closely as we can. They want to potentially have a genome DAO or a science guild, and have the Cannabis Genome DAO be the main sort of hub in that. And so yeah, I think that's moving quickly. They're an awesome team, and Eric, the founder, is in our Discord, so he hasn't showed up to the meeting, but I talk to him pretty regularly. I talk to him a couple times a week. Uh, so he's cool, and I think that's potential a lot of fruitful relationships there. So feel free to check out the CanadaDAO Discord server. They've got a website, cannadao.org, and they're trying to build like a game to get people to learn about growing. A bunch of cool stuff. And so DAO Denver, that is coming up. We are officially going to DAO Denver as a DAO. So as of now, I'm the only person I think that's confirmed that from the Cannabis Genome DAO that will be there, but open to all. Cannabis Genome DAO is officially listed as a partner on the the DAO Denver, the DAO Denver website, so DAOdenver.org. Cannabis Genome DAO is now up on that website as a partner. So let me add some of this stuff to the notes. And feel free to chime in. I'm going to be typing away for a second while I record some of this. Rogueleader, any thought on partnerships? Nope. Rogueleader is on.
Can you guys hear me?
There he is. He's back. I thought you were taking another call.
No, I was speaking, but I don't think you guys could hear me. I don't know what's going on. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, no, with partnerships, with DAO Denver, that I had a question about that. Like, it would be awesome to know if for our community, are there any opportunities to contribute in such a way that we could also go to DAO Denver, or?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're continuing to look for volunteers. I posted in the announcements channel a couple of links, and so one of them was a volunteer application form.
Okay.
It is being run and organized by Daoists, which is a
Mm-hmm.
DAO, and so yeah, which you're in. And so that I think just getting more involved in that Discord server and that DAO, and
Mm-hmm.
filling out the volunteer application form is the way to go. I'm not involved with, deciding who gets to go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's separate teams.
No, no,
Obviously, it's
I
trying to
was
be
just
as
wondering, like, with
yeah
the sponsorship, right, or with the partnership,
yeah.
like, did that just entail, like, for you to go, or is there opportunity for other people from CGD to also be able to?
I see. What are the actual terms of the sponsorship, or the not the partnership? And so
Oh.
as of now, it is we are on the website.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the number of tickets, attendee
Mm-hmm.
tickets, is determined. I will
Okay.
follow up on that. So how many attendee tickets do partner DAOs get?
Oh, and what days are you going? All four?
DAO Denver is a 2-day event. It is the 15th and 16th of February, and then
Okay, interesting.
I will be staying in Denver for the remainder of ETH Denver.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on their volunteer link right now, and it says 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. So,
Because those are those are the setup dates and the teardown dates, the breakdown dates.
yeah, in terms of The only other thing I really have been able to kind of get into with Elijah in about the DAO is the front end, which we went through in yesterday's like working session. And so we went through a couple of different things. I put it in the developer channel, but Elijah's already done a lot of the research and kind of the leg work for figuring out what to use, and also a potential other kind of open source thing that we could fork over for ourselves into a marketplace. So that is kind of the plan for us to build out over the next maybe couple of weeks or so.
Yeah, and just diving into that a little bit more. And I also want to say hi to everyone in the audience: Lao Wang, Miss Lao, Zangna, Blue Sky. It's you all here last week as well. So if anybody wants to come up on stage, feel free to raise your hand. Um, but yeah, in terms of front end, if we do end up building on Near, which it's looking more and more and like I think that's the plan. So there's an NFT publishing or an NFT store, publishing platform on Near called Mintbase, and open source code, written in Rust and deployed completely on Near, and already integrates with Arweave as well, which is also open source code. So in terms of what we're trying to do and create a open source marketplace where people can publish data on chain that would require some sort of storage layer, and a front end and an easy app for people to just log in and see, what data sets they're interacting with or uploading or things like that. Whether we actually end up having NFT data sets or using something like Ocean Protocol, which has ERC20 data sets, so fungible data sets, that's their standard for that. So whatever we use, I think having something like an NFT store front end would be a good place to start potentially, and provide that sort of interface and that front end that we're looking for, and we could, especially if it's already built in the language that we're looking for, and on the runs on the blockchain we're looking for. I think that Mintbase would be a great option. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, trying to jump back up the list, but going back down the list, back to partnerships. Also been working with Humboldt Legacy Group, which is a group in Humboldt, California, that working with growers in that area to preserve and monetize the genetic varieties they have, the different varieties they have, and the genetics behind it, and put it on chain. Working with other groups. We're also working with Delta Leaf Labs, which is, full disclosure, I am CEO of. But the Delta Leaf generates data for customers, and that's how this DAO was formed. Okay, how do we enable customers to publish that data? And Dark Heart Nursery, I had a meeting with them last week, and they're like, "Can we join the DAO?" I was like, "Well, of course." So hopefully they'll be coming around soon, and we can get more. Companies that are working with growers and communities of growers that are generating data and involved with this community is here as well. So yeah, all good things there. Other groups potentially are BanklessDAO, which I'm pretty involved with, and I think they're reaching out to a bunch of other DAOs, just trying to educate people in DAOs and DeFi and what we can do with blockchain in general. So potentially a good partner there, educational resource. And grants. So I think the biggest grant right now on the menu is Ocean DAO. So I have been attending their town halls and project working group meeting this morning, project guidance working group. So if anyone is interested in participating in that, feel free to hop on in the Developers Guild. And so that is where we've been posting updates about Ocean DAO implementation and progress with their core team, their core tech working group, and their project guidance working group for the grant application. Okay. And yeah, some last other things that came out of the working session yesterday were just some attention needs to be paid to updating the marketing deck, the explainer deck, and the white paper, which are our main collateral to communicate, I think, what we're trying to build and what the DAO is for and the potential impact of the DAO. But as more things get finalized, that will just continue to be updated. So there's always opportunities to participate and contribute to the DAO in marketing and things like that, and other things that are not just data analysis or heavy coding and things like that. So yeah, there's plenty of opportunity, I think, and ability to participate in the DAO beyond just building a data marketplace or doing things like that. And the last item is the Treasury. So there was a vote in the DAO last week to approve a swap from our Treasury from our existing grant from Near Protocol, the Near we received from that, and swap that for Ethereum due to recent price swings and that Near is so up and Ethereum is so down. And the fact that we would need Ethereum to purchase Ocean tokens to then apply for the Ocean DAO grant. So that would be the first step in that process, would be to then purchase Ethereum so that we could move towards applying for that grant and be eligible for that grant. It doesn't require spending any Ocean to apply, it just requires that you hold it. So the first step in holding Ocean would be to acquire Ethereum. And so that has been voted on and approved and is underway. So the Near has been transferred to Ethereum mainnet and is in the process. We're in the process of setting up a Gnosis safe and purchasing Ethereum and moving into that Gnosis safe. So if anyone's interested in participating in treasury management, again, there's a guild for that. So feel free to hop on down there, and that's where you'll find updates on that, and can participate in that discussion and moving things forward there. So yeah, I think that was all I had on the agenda for today. Again, if anybody else wants to come up on stage, I feel like there's a lot we could definitely discuss, but in the interest of everyone's time, happy to keep this relatively short. So, Michael, I don't know if you have anything you'd want to have questions about or want to contribute.
No questions, just excited about where this is going and looking forward to growing this out. I think we're on the right track.
Awesome, cool, thank you. Yeah, I think that, again, it's been small updates and steady progress each week, and I think it's exciting to be having this forum now here where it can all be shared and discussed. So I think things are going to start moving a lot more quickly. Ivorio, welcome. 0x Emily, Alonzo Man. Some new people.
Wow, got busy.
We did. We were just wrapping up. We covered the rest of the things on the agenda. Mostly stuff that you and I have discussed already, so I think hopefully it's not too much you missed.
Sweet. Yeah, I can always take or listen to the audio as well later on.
Awesome. Yeah, and so I was just asking Michael if there was any other things you maybe thought that weren't on the agenda, or maybe we should add, or anything you had any questions or wanted to dive deeper into. I think we ran through the agenda pretty quick. Last week we had a great lengthy discussion, so that generated a lot of these ideas, and I think things are starting to move faster and faster. So I don't know if you want to bring anything else up.
Absolutely. So welcome everybody. It's awesome to see so many new people. This is actually my first town hall, so thank you, Flowscience, Elijah, for getting all this set up and really automated in such a way where it's really simple for people to follow along. For everybody else that is new to DAOs, I am brand new also to the DAO world, so I am also just as kind of learning as we go along. So please feel free to ask questions. Either Elijah or myself will try to respond as fast as we can, and there's no question that's wrong or whatever. Elijah has been doing this for way longer than I have, but we have him as a resource for having gone through a lot of the learning process. But as more and more people get into DAOs and who want to really figure out how to participate, right? Like that is something which I am also still trying to do with CGD. So yeah, please let us know how you would like to participate. There's no task too small or big. And yeah, we welcome and we're so grateful to have you here with us.
Awesome, thank you, Rogueleader. Yeah, and along those lines, your contributions, I can't believe I forgot. Last week we had such an extensive, discussion about tracking contributions and making sure that that was an important part of the DAO culture here, right? I think that in DAO culture in general, I think it is imperative that we all participate in being active members of ensuring that other people are included in the community. And as the person who has been pushing this forward, I think my main goal and my main job right now is to figure out ways how I can delegate and distribute the decentralized, nature of my activities to as many other people as I can. And so that in that nature, in that thread, I've established a coordinate circle for the Cannabis Genome DAO, which members can apply to, and will be a way for us to track in some sense and evaluate in some sense member contributions prior to tokenization. So prior to official tokenization. So if you're not familiar with how Coordinate works, it is a way to basically it's a non-valuable or non-value containing token is issued to each circle member for each period. And so say for a given month, at the end of the month, members of the circle would vote for each other and be able to give these tokens to each other to reward each other for each other's contribution to the group. And so you're not able to, you can hold on to your tokens yourself, but it's really not beneficial because of the way things are calculated in the end. Essentially, giving tokens to each other is a way to make this not a zero-sum game, right? It's a way for us to coordinate and encourage each other to participate in building this collective vision and align each other together. So feel free to finish up the guest step, the welcome orientation steps, and get your guest pass, and then participate and ask me or Rogueleader for a full member pass, and then we can get you. You'll have access to the channel with the information for coordinate applications. So,
well, as a note, also, like the way Flowscience has actually laid out, like if you do follow the steps, there's a lot of information there. I realize it's a little daunting, but yeah, he's gone through a lot of different DAOs before he created this one. So I think our onboarding process, because of what the work Flowscience has done, is phenomenal. So I do strongly encourage everybody to please just at least take a look. But if you do want to skip through and try to or ask questions around how to contribute, please reach out to either of us.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. And Fear Fighter, what's up? Feel free to raise your hand, join the stage. Daya, Bayer, Flounder. Cool. More people jumping in.
Yeah, anybody who wants to also chime in, please raise your hand. We're happy to give up the spotlight.
Oh yeah, please. This is an open stage. And for anyone who didn't catch it earlier at the beginning, we did post a link to today's agenda and notes in the general chat. So that is hosted on Notion, and yeah, we're just tracking everything that's being discussed.
Elijah, I wasn't, or Flowscience, I wasn't here last week. Do you see any new faces?
Definitely, yeah. There's a couple that were here last week, and then a couple new ones. I was chatting with Fear Fighter in the server last night, in a few different channels, and Flounder's a new face. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it. Ivorio, I think Bayer might be new. Alonzo Man, yeah, a couple from last week as well. So good to see people here again, and then some new ones coming in.
If anybody would like to make an introduction too, please raise your hand. No, we'd love to hear what you guys are working on, or what kind of attracted you into the Cannabis Genome DAO.
Yeah, all I do is talk cannabis genome all day, so this is old hat for me. But yeah, I think while we're waiting for someone to potentially raise their hand, I think last thing I maybe wanted to bring up was looking forward, what to expect in the next week or two, or even the next coming weeks. Definitely expect more updates on DAO Denver. So we'll be trying to have as big of a presence with that event as possible. I'm working on the marketing side with that team as a volunteer, and keep an eye out for updates around Canada. Canada is becoming very active. So our partners are definitely active in the space. Keep an eye out for more updates from Ocean DAO and the grant application. They've got 3 people who are reviewing our grant application in preparation for the working group, the core tech working group next week. So which will be the main group to support us potentially in implementing Ocean Protocol on Near. So yeah, lots of updates coming, and more progress is already underway and pending. So we'll continue keeping things updated in the Discord and on Notion, and that is going to be the primary way for, I think, the core team for the Genome DAO to post updates to the community. And aside from these calls, so throughout the week, there's regular updates that are going to be published, in the Discord, on Notion, and Twitter as well, and social media. So make sure you're following us on socials, and that'll keep you tapped into the conversation, and we can build this thing together.
Sweet.
50 DSI Sanhua, welcome. All right, well, I think we've covered a lot today already. Good quick update session. These will continue to get more and more busy as we continue to expand our efforts. And again, I want to thank everybody for showing up today. If there's anything else you think of, feel free to drop it in the general chat. That's where the primary discussion for the DAO is going on, in the general chat channel. So their announcements are being posted in announcements, but the general chat is where I think most of the interaction and community space is going on. And then the guilds are becoming more and more active as well as more people move over into those and get interested in projects. So yeah, thank you again, everyone, for showing up. I will be hanging out in the server for the next 20 minutes, but I'm going to move this conversation over to the Genome and Chill channel, so that this can just be an open chat, and we'll end the recording and adjourn the meeting officially. So last call for any hands or any comments or questions or anything. So cool. Well, I hope you're all having a very chill Thursday, and you're all enjoying some cannabis somewhere in the world. But Cannabis Genome DAO Town Hall number 2 adjourned. Thank you all so much again.